So,
All right, here we go.
we of course came out here on a
Alright.
plane, or out to LA on a plane, and we of course need to get back to Denver.
And if you guys didn't know, there had been terrible weather
there
the
had
entire
been, like,
time we were gone.
Nightmarish weather here, and Monica was like calling me, telling me there's like tornado warnings everywhere around the Denver area, and one almost touched down like less than probably about a mile away from the house here. And if you know where that is, it's Kipling and 285. There's a funnel cloud that was coming down. If you know where that is, of course. And so that was like the day before, and then Monica's like, well, it sounds like there's going to be more weather there tomorrow, so hopefully your guys' flight doesn't get hit into that. So we're coming on the way back. I fell asleep the entire flight, and then I heard that we were starting to land, so I was like, oh, okay. Let's put my tray table up, put my seat in my upright position, throw away everything in the trash as they're walking by. Okay, and we're coming to the descent. It started getting cloudy. Then it started getting very bumpy. Like, it was bumpy, like, you know, going through clouds, it's bumpy. Then there started going flashes from the thunder outside and lightning.
The thunder.
The
thunder was blinding me.
The thunder was blinding me. So we're going down. It starts getting extremely shaky, like the worst turbulence I've ever had. And then it got worse. The visibility shrunk to, like, once we got under the clouds, I could see the runway. We weren't too high up in the air. And then all of a sudden, it started, like, you could see rain. The visibility got to about 2 feet, where I could barely even see the engine. That's like what it was right outside my window. I could barely see the engine. It was it was the worst,
Violently shaking.
violently shaking the entire time with a few like big drops, and it was just horrible.
And
then,
we can't see. All we hear is like,
yeah, it's like
the
rain
engine's
hitting
like going into
everything.
hyperdrive.
The rain hitting the thing, the wind, everything is like, and then it started shaking even worse. It got so bad, and then all of a sudden the engine kicked in again. It got even louder. We went practically straight up. It felt like he pulled up. We got hit with all this G-forces.
Yeah.
The engines gunned it.
Pulling up, we had it was like a minute of pulling up before we could even get above the clouds.
It was like brutal. And then we hit a drop of about, it had to be 100, 200 feet. It was just,
Well, James was like, because like you hate when we do those drop things when you get
that's why
and then you do a drop like
I hated that one flight where we kept going like down. We were dipping little by little by little, and that was just kind of like.
And then combination of going straight up, pulling up, and then all of a sudden just dropping like hundreds of feet.
I usually chew gum to help me out.
And it was James
the
was like
gum's not
sitting over
helping
there. He
me
was like the gum's not helping, and it was so bad.
I could handle shaking. I just can't handle dropping.
No,
and stuff.
the shaking was like a bunch of like the worst drop I've had in a plane was pretty much the average shake of what we were getting right there. It was terrible, and it was just
there were some chicks in the back screaming.
Yeah, there was the girl behind me was like people were screaming. The girl behind me was breathing heavier than I've ever heard someone normally breathe, and it
Luckily,
was
all the kids were asleep.
and all the kids stayed asleep the whole time. All the little kids, we saw them just sleeping like rocks, and we're like terrified, fearing for our lives because we're about to die. And then the pilot gets out of it. It's still kind of shaky, and then the pilot gets over the intercom. He's like, sorry, we went through all that turbulence. It was a little bit shakier and windier than we'd like, so we kind of pulled up. And we're going to circle around till the weather passes, then make another attempt. The key word there, attempt.
Oh, so they couldn't even get it.
And
So it took about another 20 minutes, half an hour.
Yeah, it was probably about a half an hour. We circled around, we came back, and we could see the storm out the window because we probably flew over about downtown and then came back.
We kind of flew through in between clouds where we could see like one cloud just lighting up.
Yeah,
just,
it
like,
was.
kept
Oh
thundering.
man!
Or
And
thundering.
at the same
See, now you got
time,
into it.
I almost threw up because I had the pizza in my stomach and the pop, and I'm not good when it comes to like fluctuating.
I almost threw up too out of my butt.
Yeah, your butt. Yeah. So I wasn't doing so well. To add to that, I had more adrenaline pumped into my system than I've ever had, and my body was like still crashing from that. Oh, it was brutal.
Man.
It was.
Then we landed, and it was at the second landing was actually pretty smooth, comparative.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah, it was.
It was nice to be on land.
It was very, and then the flight attendant comes over to the loudspeaker like,
yeah.
"We're in Denver now," or something like that.
You know, like when they say, like, be careful when you open the top
Yeah, yeah.
because items may have shipped. She says the items definitely shipped.
Yeah, the items obviously shifted in there, so be careful when you're opening.
And then everybody clapped.
Yeah, everyone's like cheering.
Everybody laughed at her telling the joke, and I'm just like, it's so stupid.
It's not funny. Just let us out of here.
Yeah.